All right, all right, all right. Boom, 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 boom. Good afternoon, or should I say it's evening? We'll say 5:30 is evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is your boy Steve Schamberger, the Running Sham, coming live. It is Happy Easter, April 5th. This is my podcast, Off the Couch 365. Today is going to be our back. So we're going to be doing the pull-ups and we're going to be doing our arms. So we're going to be clanging and banging. And this is going to be our 534th workout on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube and shout out to you. So I hope everyone's had a great Easter. Hope you got to spend time with the kids. Hope you went out and caught the Easter bunny. And hope you had a good time. Hope you got everything in your little basket today. Easter might be... there's Christmas. I don't know, Easter was always one of my favorite holidays. I always like the color change. I like to get dressed up. And so it is the return of Jesus. So I always had a fond love for Easter. So Easter is one of my favorite holidays. But, and again, I hope everyone's had a great week. This has been a very interesting week for me. I was down in Texas since Saturday, and now I'm leaving tomorrow. This universe we do, this game we play called life, it is a test. And with a test, you have a testimony. So remember that. If you're going through a test, the only way to have a testimony is by going through something. So remember that. So again, we're going to be doing our arms today. If you're at the gym or you have your bands, we're going to be clanging and banging, clanging and banging. I use the bands. And we're also going to be doing pull-ups. Now with my workouts, I do bands, so I push my tension up and then I pull it down. So if you're on a pull-up bar at the gym, you pull yourself to the top, but with the bands, you push yourself to the bottom and then you pull yourself up. All right, so how this is going to go, like I said, we're going to do 2 rounds. We're going to go 1 through 12, and then we're going to go 12 through 1. I'm actually watching WWE, what is it, Rivals? It's Hogan and Andre right now, Andre the Giant. So, but I appreciate you joining me. Make sure you like, subscribe, question or comment, leave it down below. This is one of my favorite exercises. Why? Because we're doing the arms and we're doing the back. You got to have a strong back because half the time you got the world on your back and then the other time you got the world in your arms. So that's why I love this exercise. It's going to be a fun time. Again, I use my bands. So if you're at home or if you're at the gym, whatever you like to use, I use the bands. We're going to stretch just a little bit and then we're going to get underway. And remember, it's not a competition with me. You don't have to keep up with me. I simply do my workouts on YouTube. It holds me accountable. Like I said, I'm trying to help people. If you're not sure what to do when you're done working out, you want to say, hey, I got in a great workout. I believe you've worked out with me. You'll say, Schamberger, that was a great workout. I followed you step by step. Got a great one in. And then tonight, when you lay down, you're going to sleep like a baby. How do I know? Because I sleep like a baby. And before we get started, we got in, I run it, I review it, number 145, downtown Houston, Texas. Oh my gosh, I give a single, a double, and every once in a while I throw out a triple flex of approval, but Houston, Texas, one of the favorite places I have ran in a long time. Flat, good people, beautiful scenery, a lot of cars to dodge this morning. I almost got hit twice. I like playing a little life and death when I run, so that was a fun time as well. But so we're gonna stretch, get underway, and then we'll get this workout in, and then we'll enjoy the rest of our Easter afternoon. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna bring our arms up. I go to the left, I go to the right, I go to the left, I go to the right. I like to step into it. I stretch back, I stretch my shoulders, my chest, and my stomach. I take a big deep breath. Arms come up. I go to the left, right, right. I give myself that big flex. I pull it back. Again, I'm gonna stretch my shoulders. I'm gonna stretch my chest and my stomach. I'm gonna do it one more time. Arms come up. We do a little bounce. Left, right, left, right. I step into it. Big flex on this Easter. I pull it back. I stretch my shoulders, my chest, and my stomach. All right, so my left foot's in front of me. Arm come up. I swan dive over. If I can get my toe, I get my toe. If I can't get my toe, I get my shin. I get my knee. I just kind of lean into it a couple of times. Here we go, 3. Here we go, 2. Here we go, 1. And done. Now we're going to switch it. Right foot in front of us. Arms come up. I swan dive over. If I can get my toe, I get my toe. If not, I get my shin. If I can't get my shin, I get my knee. I'm just gonna lean into it. Here we go, 3. Here we go, 2. Here we go, 1. And done. All right, so how we're gonna do this, this is gonna be 2 rounds. We're gonna go 1 through 12, and then we're gonna go 12 through 1. And again, I use my bands for my workout, so if you're at the gym, if you have dumbbells for your arms, if you have a pull-up bar for your back, go ahead and if you need like a stool or a little, maybe a weight bench to help pull yourself over the bar, I totally get it. Never get discouraged with your exercise. If you need a little help, if you need if you're doing pull-ups, if you need a stool, a weight bench to help pull you over the bar, it doesn't matter. Just do the best you can do. So again, I use my bands. So the bands with your pull-ups, you're gonna push yourself to the top and then you pull yourself down. So if you're at the gym on a pull-up bar, you're gonna pull yourself up. But with the bands, you push yourself to the bottom and then pull yourself up. All right, so we're gonna go about 45 minutes. I appreciate you joining me. Again, this is a good exercise. Oh, summer's close. Summer's close. You wanna get ready for the vacation. You wanna be ready for the lake. You wanna be ready for the beach, ready for the cruise. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna start with pull-ups. So again, I push my tension to the top, I pull it down. So I push it up, I pull it down. I push it up and pull it down. Now you can do pull-ups like these, but I like to just do wide because they get my back. Here we go. Push it up, I pull it down. I push it up, I pull it down. I'm gonna do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna do an extra 2. 1, 2. I'm gonna hold it. 1, 2, 3, and done. I used to laugh at the bands. To see where I'm with my workout journey, working out with bands is a hoot. I used to look at bands like, man, I'm not working out with bands. Now I love bands. I can't go anywhere without my bands. I am a band mate. So if you've never worked out with band, it's more of a tension weight. With the curls, you know, you're clanging and banging, but with the bands, it's like a tension weight. You can just make the tension. All right, so here we go. We're going to our first curls. These are the arms. This is a Reebok, it's a medium weight. I snapped it, so now it's kind of considered a heavy weight. But these bands, like I said, these bands are absolute money. Especially for me, I travel, I'm always on the go, so I'm not always near a fitness center. So just to be able to use these bands help me out tremendously. So here we go, we're just doing regular curls. I curl it up, I curl it up, I curl it up, I curl it up. Again, hope everyone's had a great Easter. Hope you got to spend time with the grandparents, the kids. Had a good Easter egg hunt. I love Easter. That's one of my favorite days with my kids. My kids are 26 now. I have twin daughters, but when they were growing up, I always liked Easter. Easter was one of my favorite. I'd probably say Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving in that order. Here we go. I curl it up. I curl it up. If you can see me from the side. Again, we're getting in this good curl. See the curls on the bands, money. I think I'm gonna do 2 more. Here we go, right, left, right, left. I'm gonna do an extra one, and done, good job. Shake it out, shake it out. Again, this is our 534th workout. Our channel just keeps growing and growing. Make sure you like, subscribe, question or comment, make sure you leave it down below. Again, I just create content. It holds me accountable for my exercising. I love exercising, I love running, and if I can help anybody with their routine, maybe show them a move they've never thought of, that was the purpose of my podcast. All right, so here we go. We're going back to the arm. This one's gonna go across your body. You go across your body, just like that. Across your body, across your body. Go halfway right in between your shoulder and your neck. You're going across your body, across your body. Oof. Across your body. There we go. Across your body. I got in a great run. Like I said, I ran downtown Houston this morning. I had the best time. Oh, I posted a couple of pictures on my wall, on my YouTube page. I also have a Facebook page. If you want, my Facebook page is in my link. So if you ever want to friend me on Facebook, leave a message. I do my running times, and then I run it, I review it. I do videos on YouTube for I run it, I review it, and then I do pictures on Facebook. But those are my main 2 social media, Facebook and YouTube. My daughter's like, you gotta get on TikTok, Dad, you gotta get on TikTok. A couple more, here we go, 1, here we go, 2, and done, good job, good job. All right, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. I've been saying this for the longest time. I have the neatest design for my shirts. I have to put it into play. I travel so much. I don't want to give myself excuses, but I travel so much. My P.O. box is down in Florida, so getting something made, it's kind of a tedious project. All right, here we go. Big deep breath, and done. All right, here we go. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're going back to the pull-up bar. Again, I use my bands for pull-ups. I push my tension up and I pull it down. I push my tension up and I pull it down. So if you're on a pull-up bar, if you need a stool to pull you to the top, if you need to be on your weight bench to help pull you to the top, it's not a big deal. But I use the bands. I'm using a light band, so it's not as tedious as the heavy band. All right, here we go. I push it up, I pull it down. I push it up, I pull it down. If you can see me, I push it up, I pull it down, I push it up and down. I push it up and down. I push it up and down. I'm gonna do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna do an extra one. I'm gonna hold it. 1, 2, 3. I pull it down and done. Good job. Good job. All right, shake it out. Shake it out. How we're really doing this workout today, we're gonna do a pull-up, then we'll come back with 2 arm exercises. We'll do a pull-up and then 2 arm exercises. So we're really gonna focus on arms and our back today. Hence, back and arms and back. All right, shake it out, big deep breath. Shake it out. Oh, I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm feeling good. Big deep breath. And the good thing about these exercises when you're doing back and arms, it's just standing in position and doing movement. That's all we're doing. We're doing movements to keep our arms strong. We're doing movements to keep our back strong. It's not like you're jumping around cardio, you're doing the push-ups and this, no. It's just grinding out. Just grinding out exercise. Keeps your body strong, keeps your blood pumping, keep you feeling good. That's what exercising is all about. All right, so here we go. We're going back to the arms. Big deep breath. We're going to do double curls. I just curl up like that. I curl up just like that. I curl up just like that. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Here we go. Big deep breath. We're just curling up. We're curling up. We're curling up. Curling up. I'm going to do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do an extra one. I'm going to hold this one. I'm going to do 2 more. And I'm going to hold it. 1, 2, 3. And done. Again, like I said, these bands, you get a good band into your workout. I used to snicker and laugh like, who's working out with bands? But over the last 6 months, I've really started focusing on the bands. About 6 or 7 longer than that. I can't remember how long I've been doing the bands. I need to look into it. But man, I really like the bands. Okay, so we're going back to the arms. This will be the last move of, we're doing 2 rounds. So after we do this arm exercise, we'll be at the halfway point of round number 1. We'll do the second half, and we'll come back. So we're doing 1 through 12, and then 12 through 1, doing about 24 sets. Now here we go. So this one, you're gonna go halfway in and curl it up. Halfway in and curl it up. Just like that, bam. I would say this band I'm using right now is probably gonna be about a 20, maybe about a 20-pound weight. And that's what I like about it, because bands, you can just take it with you. You can just create your own tension weight. Here we go, I curl it halfway in, I curl it up. I go halfway in, I curl it up. Halfway in, I curl it up. Here we go. Big deep breath. Here we go, I'm gonna do 3 more. So I do a left one and a right one for 1, a left one and a right one for 2. Here we go. I'm gonna do an extra one and done. Good job. Good job. All right, shake it out. Shake it out. All right, so we're at the halfway point of round number 1. Steve Schamberger is my name. The Running Sham, my nickname. This is my podcast, Off the Couch. 365 Fitness, our 534th workout. Shout out to you. Shout out to YouTube. Again, we're doing our arms today and our back. So I appreciate you joining me. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. This is a great workout today. Summer's getting closer. You want your arms looking good. You want your back nice and strong. When you go to the ocean, when you go on the cruise, where are you going on vacation this year? I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out, but I'm super excited about a vacation this year. But that's a long way out. We got a lot of things we got to do. All right, so here we go. We're about to start the second half of round number 1. We're going back to the pull-up bar. I use the bands. Again, I'm gonna push my attention to the top and I'm gonna pull myself down. So again, I push myself up and I pull myself down. All right, so here we go. Big, deep breath. I love the bands, I really do. Here we go. I push it up, I pull it down. 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 Here we go, 5. I'm gonna do more than that. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna do a couple more. 1, 2. I'm gonna hold it. Oh, that feels good. I'm gonna do a couple more. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. I'll pull it down. And done. Good job. Good job. All right, shake it out. Shake it out. So if you work out with me enough, you know I love this one. Why do I like this one? This is everyday exercising right here. So if you're in your backyard, summer's coming up, you got to start your chainsaw, you got a generator, maybe you have an old school 4-wheeler. If you have something that has a pull start, this exercise right here will make sure you get it on the first pull. That's why I love this exercise. Okay, so I'm down in it. You can put your hand on your knee, you can put your forearm on your knee, however you want to do it, and we're just going to pull straight back. And you can do it 2 ways. You can bring it in close. You can go wide. I like to go about right there in the middle. Just pulling back, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Just like that. You got it. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Come on, here we go. Here we go. 5, 4. Here we go. 3. Here we go. 2. Here we go. 1. I'm gonna do a couple of extra ones and done. Oh, that feels so good. You got to ask yourself, how long do you want to live? I want to see 100. I want to live to be 100 years old. I want to click a century. But you got to ask yourself, what are you doing to keep yourself living? Are you running miles? Are you have a good diet? Are you exercising? What are you doing that makes sure that you're going to live a long time? Because I want to see 100. That's my goal. Here we go. So we're down in it. I'll put my forearm on my knee this time. So I'm down in it. And I'm pulling back. I'm pulling back. I'm pulling back. Here we go. I'm gonna pull up now. Here we go. I pull it back. I pull it back. Ooh, nope, we're good. 1. Here we go. 2. I have a love-hate relationship with these bands. I love them and they hate me because I always break them. Here we go. 3. Here we go. 2. Here we go. 1. And a couple extra ones. And done. Good job. Good job. This is my Reebok heavy band. I've snapped it. I've snapped it like 3 different times, but I just keep on using it. The shorter the bands, the heavier it's going to be. So even though it's short and you can curl it, it's going to be the equivalent of like a 25, 30-pound weight. Right now, it's probably about a 18 to 20, but I can shorten it and make it a little heavier. So just because you snap a band, don't throw it away yet. And if you're like me, I'm traveling. I'm always on the go. I'm not always at a fitness center. I'm not always at a gym. So these bands are so convenient for your workout. I can make your exercising super simplified. Like I said, I don't need a lot of fancy equipment. I just need a band, my body weight, and we're straight and we're good to go. All right, we got that. All right, so we just clicked our first 15 minutes. I go 45 minutes. So we're 45 to 30, bam, 40, 30 to 15, bam, and then 15 to 0. We got in 45 minutes and then we're good to go. That's all I need. I need an hour jog in the morning, midday, whenever, and then an evening workout. Put in an hour, hour and a half every day. If you think that's a lot, just look at your phone. How much time you spending on your phone? Man, that'll tell you right there what you got time to do, what you don't have time to do. All right, here we go. So you can find an hour. The hour in the morning, the running is just to keep everything balanced. I promise you, my therapy, my therapist, my prescription medication is running miles and sweating. Doesn't matter what I've got going on in my life. The last 3 months of my life, sorry. I always have a minor technical difficulty. Sorry about that. Oh, where'd it go? Let me see. Hold on. What do we do? Where did it do? Oh, hold on. Bam, now we're back. Minor technical difficulty. I always have a technical difficulty. Hold on 1 second. Make sure. I've got my backpack here And I have a love-hate relationship with my backpack because half the time it never wants to work with me, ever. Let me see. Nope. Bam, we got it. But this backpack, man, this backpack, you talking about testing my patience. I mean, this backpack I have, it literally, it's possessed. It always, it never fails. It never fails with this backpack. All right, does that got it? I think so. If I put it down a little bit more, it's got too much of my, damn, I think we got, I got two backpacks. I got a backpack that's like my shaving cream, like my toiletries, and then I have a backpack that's like for my workout gear. But what I was saying about running miles and sweating, like if you're going through it, if you feel like you're in it, man, hey, I'm in it with you too. My life was going this way around January, December, and then it took a turn. And so, but my therapy is running miles, sweating. I don't take any type of supplements. Another thing I like doing is I like talking to complete strangers about what might be going on in my life. Why? Because they have no idea who I am. I just talk to them and I feel so much better. Some people are like, what? Yeah, if you're going through something, go talk to a complete stranger. They'll talk to you. So people will talk to you. People will talk to you. Someone's sitting at the park, you're walking up to somebody, hey, what's going on? That's some of the best therapy that I have done. When you're out here on the road, when you're out here traveling, I don't know nobody. I'm sitting in Houston, Texas. I know one person from Houston, Texas, and she's in Arkansas right now. But that's the only person I know from Houston. But when you go through this thing called life, and if you get cracked, and you need some therapy session, run miles, sweat, and talk to a complete stranger. It'll make you feel absolutely amazing. But if you're going through it, I either say you're at the beginning of it, you're at the middle of it, or you're at the end of it. And man, I'd say I'm right between. Okay, we're at half, and I'd say we're right between the half of the end. In January, whoo, man, I was going through it. And then we made it to about the beginning, middle of March, and we're like, okay, then we've really caught momentum over the last few weeks. And so now we're right there at April, in the beginning of April, we're feeling fresh, we're feeling new, we're ready for summer. So if you're ever going through it, remember, run miles, talk to complete strangers. You know it sounds crazy, but it'll help you out. All right, so here we go. We're going back to it. All right, here we go. Let me see. So what you're going to do, you're going to bend over like this, and what you're going to do is you're just going to pull back like this. Pull back like this. Pull back like this. Pull back like this. I'm going to try to shorten it a little bit. There we go. There we go. I'm going to pull back just like that. But that's what this life is made for. It's made to test you. You can't have a testimony without a test. My words of wisdom yesterday was, hey, whatever you've gone through, someone has gone through it before. This planet's been spinning for what, 6,000, how many billions of years and whatnot? So whatever you're going through, someone's gone through it before. Here we go. I'm going to go 3 more. I'm going to go 2 more. I'm going to go 1 more. And done. All right, shake it out. Shake it out. But that's the best thing about staying fit. That's the best thing about staying healthy. No matter what you're going through, if you can just get up and work it out of you, sweat it out of you, you'll feel so much better. It's one thing to just sit in it. When you can't control something, you might be going through something and your mind's playing tricks on you and it just seems like it's heavy and you just sit in it. But if you'll get up, sweat, run miles, talk to yourself, it's good. It's going to be okay. You got to talk to yourself. And you have got to be your best friend. Oh, that sounds so cliche. No, I'm telling you. When there's nobody around you, when it's just you in this little 12 by 12 and you're going through it, you better have a voice inside your head that says, hey, you can do this. Hey, don't worry about what's going on. You can make it. You can do it. Because when your thoughts start playing against you, that's when you're going to spiral down a hill that you do not want to go down. So you better learn to be your best friend. That voice in your head that says you can do this, you can't do this, you better have a voice that says you got this, no matter how it looks. You could be in bed lying down in the worst possible way you can be, but you better have a little voice that says, hey, you can get this, you can do this, you can get this. Let me see. I'll just be honest with you. Hold on, where we at? We got 3 more moves. I'll tell you during the push-ups, because I don't want to be like a broken record, but man, I know what it's like to go through something. I'm just going to say at the beginning of this year, hang on, I'm going to push it up, I'm going to pull it down. It's just relationships. I had a relationship that I thought that I was about to embark on. It turns so quick. It was like, man, I just was stunned. But here you go. You push it up, you pull it down. You push it up, you pull it down. But man, it had to recenter, because even though what you're going through, life is not going to stop. You can tell the world, I'm going through it. And somebody's going to be like, I'm not. So you're going to need to move. So remember that. Whatever you're going through, man, no one's going to care. But you're going to have to get yourself through it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what I'm super proud of myself is I'm a big runner, exercise guy. I was looking at myself in November around Thanksgiving. I was like, man, I'm a little bit bigger than I normally am. But when I see how I am right now, man, I've got back my definition. Man, my stomach's nice and flat. I'm feeling good. I've got that energy, getting ready for summer. Life is so interesting. It just really is. You think you're going to go down one path, and life's like, no. You're going to go down this path. And so you have to learn to pivot and switch and be ready at all times. You have to be ready. I say that like, hey, stay ready. But it's true. You have to stay ready. You get a phone call, catastrophe. You get a phone call, great news. I mean, you always have to be ready at all times. What's going to happen? What's not going to happen? You have to stay ready. Here we go. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. But the hardest thing is like, you have to let in like the past, you think about your good times. So what we're going to do now, this is called, you're going to come up halfway 7, then you're going to go up the next 7, then you're going to go all the way down and come back up. It's thinking about the past. Even though how good the past can be, man, some of the best times you had were in the past, but you got to think about the future, about what's going to come into your future. And sometimes that's hard to do. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now go halfway up and drop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the last one, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I think, and one of the most challenging thing is, you can be next to somebody, you can be building something with them, thinking you're going to build something, build, spend all this time, investing all this time, doing all these things, and then in an instant, like in just a couple of days, couple of weeks, bam, no more, and they're not even part of your life, and you're just like, man, that is the craziest things we do as human. We build something with somebody, we think we're going somewhere with somebody, we build this, we make these promises with each other, and then something goes sour, something goes south, who knows what, and then bam, they're no longer part of your life. And it's like, man, that is crazy. That is crazy the way we have to handle those things. Situation happened to me earlier this year, but the good thing is I was down in Florida on the beach, keeping it together. It was insane, but man, here I am standing, smiling. It's part of life. Like I said, you're only going to get stronger by what you go through. If you don't have any type of catastrophe, if you haven't had any heartbreaking lessons in your life, I can't relate to you. I'll be 53 in May. Man, I've been a single dad for 26 years. Man, I've worked on the highest possible position in the corporate ladder. I've been fired from the corporate ladder. I've started successful businesses. I've walked away from them. I started a business earlier this year. It was becoming successful. I walked away from it. I've lived in I'm not going to say the hood, but I've lived in challenging neighborhoods because I was a single dad. Child support, insurance, car, all this money I had just being a single father. I've lived in high rises. I've lived in Miami. I've lived in Destin. I've sold Porsches. And my 52 in a few weeks, 53, I have lived a very blessed life. But I'm gearing up for the second half of my life. But you got to have some testimonies. You got to have some cuts on you. You know, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I can see my battle scars. I can see my battle wounds. That's how life is going to be. It's going to test you. It is going to test you, and you got to be prepared for the test. Okay, so we have one more move, and then we'll be on the halfway point of this workout, really having a great workout. What we're going to do now, we're going to bring it back just like this. We're going to bring it back just like this. Bring it down just like that. Bam. Just like that. Just like that. Kind of like a back fly. Just like that. My bands, I got to go get a new band. This one's kind of at its very end. Here we go. Just like that. Pulling back. Squeeze that muscle right there between your shoulder and your back. Here you go. Here we go. But the good thing about life is, this is the best thing I like about life. And I mean this from it from the bottom of my heart. At 52, when you get older, I don't know how old you are, you might be older than me, but you're going to have to decide, because you're going to get to a certain level where you're going to say, I'm going to stay here and accept this because I'm scared to be alone, and I'm willing to stay in something because I can't face the unknown. Or you're going to step over here at a certain age where it might be like, hey, I'm older, I'm 50 something years old, but I am not willing to stay in a situation that no longer serves me. And that's the biggest challenge you're going to face in your life, because are you willing to step over here at an advanced age and bet on the unseen future? Because a lot of people, they're scared to take that leap because they would rather be in something uncomfortable than be alone. But any time in my life, I've always been like, if it no longer serves me, I will step over here in this unknown. I will maneuver. I will go into the unknown by myself, then stay where it no longer serves me. So that's going to be one of your biggest challenges as you get older. Will you stay in comfort? It's not serving you. It might be disrespectful. It's no longer, but you're scared to jump. Or will you come over here and say, I'm by myself. I'm older. What's in the unseen future? I like the unseen future as opposed to staying in something that no longer serves me. So as you get older in life, that's what you're going to have to face. Always go to the unseen, because you never know what you might have. All right, shake it out, shake it out. Oh, we're feeling good. Oh, we're feeling good, feeling good. Look at the big flex. Oh, the big flex. Ooh. We got in, I run it, I review it. It was number 145. We ran downtown Houston today. I give my running reviews a single, a double. I gave Houston the triple flex of approval. Why the triple flex? Man, just the vibe of the city was on. It was flat, beautiful scenery. Still almost got hit by a couple of cars. I love dodging cars when I run. I know it sounds crazy, but Houston, triple flex of approval. All right, so we got about 15 minutes, give or take. Make sure you like, subscribe, question, or comment. Leave it down below. Steve Schamberger is my name. The Running Sham is my nickname. And my podcast, Off the Couch 365 Fitness, where we do exercising, running reviews, and a little bit of words of wisdom. All right, so let's keep this thing going. We're going to grind out this last 15 minutes, and then you can go enjoy the rest of your day. But that's the one thing that I don't ever think you're alone. You might be alone, but just you're never alone. There's someone always going through something. There's always somebody going through what you're going through. You may not see it, you may not hear it, but don't ever think you're alone in what you're going through. Everybody's going through something. Nobody gets out of this game without getting cut. Nobody gets out of this game without some, I'd say some blood. But you're never alone. Everyone's always going through something. But here we go. We're going back again. I'm pulling it back. I'm pulling it back. And that's what's so crazy, is like when you go through something and the pain starts to fade. Like I've gone through, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I got a big heart. I still have a childlike enthusiasm. On these streets today in 2026, in this dating world, these chicks will cut your throat. I get it, I know. But man, I still have a big heart. I don't lose my childlike enthusiasm. I still think of big things. I've gone through about three pretty massive breakups that, man, you just in it. But When I mean in it, I mean I'm still getting up and I'm working 50, 60 hours. I mean I'm in it, I'm getting up and I'm running miles. I mean I'm in it, I'm working on myself. I can't sit around and feel sorry for myself. I can't. I still have to work. I have to make revenue for my business. That's the most challenging thing when you're going through it. Don't sit in it. It's carrying it with you. It's working, it's running, it's sweating. It's looking yourself in the mirror like, I'm keeping it together. I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'm keeping it together. I look good, I feel good, but man, I'm going through it. But one of the things that really, when it starts to fade, you're almost like, oh man, it's fading. Because at one point you had this feeling where it was just like, God, am I ever going to get over this? And then, man, time just has a way of just putting your arms around you and just hold you and like pat you on the back. And it's like, you got this, but you're just going to have to learn. But as time goes, the sun rises, the sun sets, the moon comes up, the universe takes care of you. It's like that intense feeling you had for somebody starts to fade, and you almost get to the point where you're like, man, I almost missed that feeling. I can feel myself getting stronger. I can feel myself, you know, that past is getting further and further away, and it's kind of like, oh man, I cared so much about that situation at one time, and now it's almost like you're at the bottom of the ocean, or you're coming up for air, and you're almost like, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? And then you get to the top, and you make it, and you're like, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. All right, so here we go. We're going to go back to the curls. I'm going to go all the way up this time. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now go halfway down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you curl up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Bam. And what's so crazy about us as people is like you have something in your hand that basically, back in my day, when I was growing up, teenager, whatnot, man, when you had a breakup or whatnot, man, you never saw them again, you never spoke to them again. You're like, man, I don't know if I'm ever going to see them again. This day and age, that's the biggest challenge of your life. You have a device that you can go and see what this person is up to. You can see what this person, and not doing that, you talking about challenging, but I always tell myself, when I want to look at someone from my past, or I want to look at someone, I'm sorry, that's none of my business. That's the biggest thing you can tell yourself in this social media life when you're going through something. It's none of my business. It is none of my business. There's no reason to go over on that side of the road. I stay on my side of the road. All right, big deep breath. We're going back to the pull-ups. But like I said, interesting life, interesting times. So here we go. I push it up, I pull it down, I push it up, I pull it down. In 3, in 4, 3, and 4. I don't know why I'm saying 3 and 4. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to hold it. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, and done. And just remember, whatever you've done before that was amazing, maybe it came to an end with somebody else, man, you can run it again. Find someone new, run it back. You can add maybe like, oh, I should have done this when I should have done that. I should have done that. But just remember, there's someone else out there. You're going to link up. You're going to have good times, and then you can just run it back. So whatever you've done once, you can do it again, and next time you can run it even better. So here we go. Shake it out. Shake it out. All right, let's keep this thing going, man. We are feeling good. I sure do appreciate you joining me. Hit the like, subscribe, question or comment. Leave it down below. Again, these workouts, it holds me accountable. It gives me something to do. I love working out. I love running miles. If you come on here and get a little bit of words of wisdom, I'm 52 years of wisdom, okay? I know what I'm talking about. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So what we're going to do, just like this, I pull back like this. 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 Here we go. Here we go. I pull back like this. I pull back like this. Here we go. I pull back. I pull back. I pull back. If you can see me from the side, I pull back. I pull back. I pull back. My band broke. It snapped. But watch this. I can grab it by the handle like this. Watch this. No need to panic or trip. just pull it like this. Pull it like this, see? No need to panic. You always have to pivot. Here we go, 3. Here we go, 2. Here we go, 1. And done. Good job. Good job. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. All right, we're gonna keep this thing moving. All right, so we're going back in it. Again, we're gonna pull it back. I pull back like this. I pull back like that. I pull back like this. I pull back like that. Hope everyone's had a great Easter. Hope you got to see the Easter bunny. Have some good chocolates. Here we go, 3. Here we go, 2. Here we go, 1. And done. All right, we're gonna flip it. Big deep breath. We're down in it. You can put your forearm on your knee, hand on your knee. I'm gonna pull it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna do an extra one. And done. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Here we go. And what I was talking about earlier about when you're going through things, man, don't be so quick to like jump into it and just totally forget about it, man. The pain you go through in your life, man, those are going to be some of the greatest times. Hey, it's really, hey, this life, last year from May to January, I ran South Florida. I was in Miami, I was in South Beach, I was in Cocoa, I was in Augustine, I was in Juneau, up and down there, high rises, resorts. Man, I was living it. But then the new year came around and bam, I got cracked. So life was on easy mode, you know, catching flights, Miami, South Beach, Orlando. Man, I was living it up. But when I get cracked, I can't have a woe is me spirit because, hey, from May to January, I'll put that 9-month against anybody's of last year. But I have to appreciate that time for what now it's no longer part of my life. But I have to appreciate the pain that I'm going through because without that pain, I would have never experienced from May to January. And man, I'm telling you, to be 52, the run I had, unbelievable. All right, so here we go. We're going back to the pull-up. I push it up. I pull it down. 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 Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and a couple more. And done. Let's go. And when I was going through it earlier this year before I decided to go back traveling, man, I was down in Cocoa Beach, Florida. I was starting a business. I was on the beach. I was running miles. Go look at my content from January into December to about the middle of February, into February. I was on the beach every day. We were working out. We were running miles. We were sweating. We were improving ourselves. Even though I was going through it, man, the universe blessed me with being in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Unbelievable time. I can't, you know, you can mourn a situation because it's coming to an end, but you also got to know you got to have some appreciation. You have to. When you step away from it, you can look back. You calm down, catch your breath. You can be thankful. Maybe at the time, you know, when it wasn't going too well, but when you slow down, look back, it's all good. All right, so here we go. We're going to go half our body. My band broke. No excuses. Curl up just like that. Just like that. Here we go. Oh, that feels good. Come on. We're going to finish strong. We're going to finish strong. Here we go. Curl it up. I curl it up. I curl it up. I curl it up. I'm going to do 2 more. I'm going to do 1 more. And now we're going to go straight into doubles. Just go straight into it. Go straight into it. Just curl up just like that. See that curl? Bam. My band broke. See? No big deal. Here we go. 5. Here we go. 4. Here we go. 3. Here we go. 2. Here we go. 1. And done. All right. Good job. Good job. Man, I'm a big component of calm music when I sleep, when I study. I've got this new one I found on YouTube yesterday. Oh my goodness, it is unbelievable. It is the most chill vibe, relaxing music I have found. Okay, so we're gonna push up our pull-up, pull it down. We got about 3.5 minutes left to go. Big deep breath. I push it up, I pull it down. I appreciate you joining me. Hit the like, subscribe, question or comment. Leave it down below. We're doing our back. We're doing our arms. 3, 2, I'm gonna do a couple more. 3, 2, 1, and done. Remember, doing 5 pounds is not a lot, but when you get on about that 65th rep of 5 pounds, you're like, okay, this is heavy. Just like doing a light band pull-up, it's not a lot at first, but when I get on about number 13, 14, 15, that light band really kicks in and it's gonna give you some good work. All right, so here we go. Let's keep this thing going. We got just a few more. We're on the home stretch. We're gonna go cross our body, cross our body, cross our body, cross our body. Here we go. Cross your body, 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 cross your body. Here we go. Cross your body. All right, I'm gonna do 3 more. 1, I do a right and a left. I do a right and a left. Couple more. Couple more. Here we go. 3. Here we go. 2. Here we go. 1. And I go straight into regular curls. We're on the home stretch. Ooh, I feel good. Oh, I feel good. Curl up. I curl up. I curl up. I curl up. I curl up. See the bands? Those bands give you a good pump. And here we go. 3. Here we go. 2. Here we go. 1. I'm gonna do a couple of extra ones. I'm feeling good. Finishing strong. And done. All right. Good job. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. So I travel with my work. I do what's called van expediting. I own a big 350 Transit. I travel all over the U.S. When I'm on vacation, I like the resorts. I like the ocean view. I like the fancy spots. But when I travel, I like kind of like a cheap hotel. This is a Red Roof Inn. I paid $60 for it. It's actually a really nice spot, man. They gave me the corner unit, and so I'm getting in a great workout. I normally stay at what do I like? What do I like? I like a quality Red Roof. They may move to the front if they're all like this. This one's a really nice one. All right, so here we go. This is the last pull-up. Here we go. I push it up. I pull it down. 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 And again, you can do the ones like this. Like if you're on a pull-up bar, you pull yourself up like this. You can do the ones like this. But again, I'm doing the wide ones. Here we go. I'm going to do some extra ones. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hold it, do a couple more, and done. Good job. Good job. Let's go. Let's go. Let's shake it out. Let's shake it out. All right. I appreciate you joining me. Man, what a great workout that was. Steve Schamberger, the running champ. Man, we were live today. We are in Houston, Texas. It's called Sugar Tree, Texas. It's my podcast off the couch. All right, shout out to Mainstay Timers. They keep our workouts always on time. But you're gonna bring your arms up. Give yourself that big flex and then step into it like that. You're stretching your shoulders, your chest, and your stomach. Arms come up, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right again. I give myself that big flex. I pull it back. I stretch my shoulders, my chest, and my stomach. I'm gonna do it 2 more times. Really take a big deep breath. We're done for the day. Man, we ran miles today. Now we got our exercise in today. I feel so good. I hope you do as well. Arms come up, to the left, to the right, left, right, halfway down, big flex. I step into it. Bam, here we go. Arms come up. Here we go. Left, right. Step down into that big flex. Ooh, I feel good. I feel strong. My body feels good. My mind feels good. And here we go. Left foot in front of us. Arms come up. If I can swan dive over, I touch my toe. If not, I get my shin. I get my knee. I just lunge into it. Here we go. 3. Here we go. 2. Here we go. 1. And done. Right foot in front of us. Arms come up. Sneak a little flex in. Swan dive over. Try to get your toe. If you can't get your toe, get your shin. Get your knee. I'm going to lunge into it. Here we go. 3. Here we go. 2. Here we go. 1. And done. Good job. Good job. All right, I'm going to sit down. Take a big deep breath. I appreciate you joining me today. Steve Schamberger, the Running Sham. I'm gonna read the comment section. I'm at the reader stage of my life, so I have my readers. It's so much better with readers. Like, this is not so bad, but then when I put my readers on, I can see. All right, here we go. Oh, we had a good day of comments. I appreciate everyone for watching. I appreciate everyone for leaving a comment. Again, I got my readers on today. This is how I normally look when I don't have any readers, but when I have my readers on. How you guys doing tonight? I appreciate you watching. Steve Schamberger is my name. The Running Sham is my nickname. And my podcast, Off the Couch 365 Fitness. We do exercising here. We do words of wisdoms here. We do running reviews here. The purpose of my content, I just want you to be the best physical version of yourself. When you're the best physical version of yourself, you're going to feel amazing. The people that you want to depend on you, they can depend on you. You can depend on yourself. I don't have to worry about taking any type of medications. I don't take any supplements. I don't have to take TRT. I don't take steroids. I don't take anything. All I do is get up and use the energy I have. I couldn't fathom asking someone, hey, I want you to work out with me, get in good shape, but oh yeah, by the way, here, take a little of this TRT, or hey, take a little bit of this creatine. No, I'm an all natural cat. I do not put anything in my body, but I do have to admit, I do like Coca-Colas. I do like the new Red Bull Cherry Sakura. Oh my gosh, that thing tastes so good. I do like candy bars. I'm a guilty candy bar. And I do like the Sprite limeade. So my lunch today, I went healthy. I had chicken noodle soup. I had a big chicken noodle soup. I had a Sprite, and then I had 2 candy bars. But I did run today, and I knew I was exercising. So, but that is my biggest kryptonite, is my diet. I feel like I'm 90% of the time I eat clean, I eat good. And that other 10, I got to get that vanilla Coke. I got to get that candy bar. That'll always be my kryptonite. Okay, so Zero says, hi, what's up, Zero? I appreciate you leaving a comment. Awesome work from Lobia, Australia. Let's go. Shout out from Australia. Put another shrimp on the barbie. All right, hold on. Sergio says, Brian Romero, player for Valdez. I don't know him. Baxel says, hi, good luck with your life, bro. Thank you so much. It's exactly what is happening to me now. Appreciate it. Voices in my head that put me down. I go, bro, it's 1 a.m. Thank you. I'm 53, me too. Second half loading. Good. What wins a 100-mile race out of a rabbit or the Matter Baby? I don't know. I'm going to go with the Matter Baby. Okay, well, that's going to do it. Steve Schamberger, the Running Sham. I appreciate you joining me today. That was a great workout. Man, I'm feeling absolutely amazing. Like I said, the end of 25, amazing. The start of 26 was going amazing. And then life just takes a turn. It just does. And you have to accept it. And when I think if you can just accept it and move on, but I always have that childlike enthusiasm. I do not want this world to make me bitter. I do not want this world to take away my enthusiasm, because inside of me, we're all just kids. We're just all grown-up kids. And I never want the world to take that childlike enthusiasm from me, because I still dream of the crazy things. I still have the dreams of this and the dreams. I think differently. I still see the good in the world. And a lot of times, the world's going to crack you and say, hey, it's not always good like you want it to be, and you have to learn from that. But that's just showing you, like, hey, the roads you're going down with the people that you're associating with, they're not right for you, because the people that are right for you will not want to leave your life. They're going to want to stand by you. They're going to want to grow with you. They're going to want to build with you. And when somebody wants to leave your life, man, let them leave. If someone says, hey, you don't want to be part of my life, okay, I'll see you, bye. There's nothing left to say. It may hurt, it may cut, but that's, you now know where you stand. And there's 8 other billion people that get an opportunity to get to know you that you might have not known if you were still associating with certain people. So, like I said, you almost got to have childlike enthusiasm for people coming and going in your life. Like I said, one day someone's going to mean the world to you, and then the next day they're not. And when you can embrace that, be happy and cheerful, that's going to help you so much more than being bitter, than being hateful, than wishing them negative. I mean, the hard thing to do is wishing someone well when you're watching them leave. That's a hard thing to do when you thought you were going to grow with this person, but it's something you have to grow with and accept, and you become a better person for it. Like I said, you'll never grow unless you go through some things. You've got to go through some tough times. You've got to go through sleepless nights. You've got to persevere, so you know you can persevere. If you go through this life where nothing ever bothers you, nothing ever hurts you, you didn't have times in your life where you're like, oh my God, am I going to make it through this? I really think my chest, my heart is going to come out of my chest. I mean, if you can't walk into a place where you just haven't you've been crying your eyes out, you walk in like, okay, I'm good, I've got this, then man, you haven't lived, man. You got to put yourself in more situations where like, hey, this could be very hurtful to me, and that's the best feeling, is living through the pain that you went through, because now you know you'll be okay. Now you know you're going to be okay. Like I said, I'll leave this last little thing. The most disappointing thing about pain is when you go through it and you almost cherish it. You almost like wake up with it like, oh, I'm still thinking about it. Oh, I'm still feeling it. And what slowly is going to happen, it's going to be like a water faucet. It's pouring right now, but it's going to slowly fade from a pouring to it's just like a simmer. Now it's kind of dripping, and then it just stops. And that's how your pain is going to be. And it's almost to the point where you almost like addicted to the pain. You like the pain. And when the pain finally leaves, you're almost like, oh man, I'm over this. I'm over it. I'm okay. And that situation that just means so much to you because you cherished it, was part of what, your life, you wanted to grow with it. And when you have to let it go and that pain, you're like, am I ever going to get over this? And when you finally get over it, you almost miss the pain. You almost miss like, oh, I made it through, and you're okay. I mean, you feel so much better because you made it through, but it was just a situation in your life where you're like, man, I didn't think I was ever going to have to let go of this, and I had to let go of it, and I had to grow through it. And so that's the crazy thing about pain. In one instance, man, you're hurt. Are you going to get through it? And then it's almost like I think this is a good way to put it. It's like, when you're looking over your shoulder and you're saying bye to something, like maybe you've been on vacation, maybe you've been somewhere, and you're like, I don't know if I'm ever going to come back here again. I don't know if I ever see this again, but I know it meant a lot to me. I know we had a great time. That's almost like what pain is, like looking over your shoulder and waving goodbye and like saying, man, we had a great time. What a great run we had. It meant so much to me. I don't know if I'll ever see you again, but I know I'll be able to remind myself. That's like what pain is dealing with. It's like you never think you're going to leave. It's never going to go. And then when it finally does, it's like you got to look over your shoulder and like say, man, what a great run it was, but I've got to move on. And like it's like waving goodbye. It's crazy how it works. It really is, because your emotions are up, your emotions are down, you're sleeping good, you're sleeping bad, you wake up with thoughts, and then you're like, I'm not thinking. It's like, wow, it's been a minute. And so that's the great thing about life, just whatever you go through and what you learn from it and how you perceive it. And that's the thing about life. Well, hey, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to give you a big flex. What a great Easter this has been. Again, I'm traveling. I'm down in Texas. I got stuck down here for a week. Cool. It is what it is. Universe putting me at a test again, but hey, we survived the test. I'm going up to Ohio for Wednesday. I'll be traveling again tomorrow, so we'll be back on the road, exercising, running miles, just getting ready for another week of life. Push-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups and running miles and sweating and just doing this thing called life. My goal, just keep working out, 365 workouts this year. I might come back. No, it's 6:30. You know what? I was going to say I was come back tonight, but we stretched last night, so there's no reason to come back. I want to come back early tomorrow morning. We'll get an early workout in tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll do legs. What will we do tomorrow? Legs, and we'll figure it out. We might just do legs, legs and chest. We'll probably do chest and legs tomorrow morning. But I appreciate you joining me. I hope you had a great time today. I hope you got something out of my workout. Again, I just work out to show you, hey, if you need an arm workout, I got you covered. You need something for your back, I got you covered. If you need something for your abs, I got you covered. If you want to do a stretch class, I got you covered. If you want something for your core, I got you covered. If I can motivate you to run miles, join the gym, hike, bike, sweat, swim, join your local pickleball league, kickball league, tennis club, basketball, baseball, golf, bowling, putt-putt, you name it. If I can get you motivated to do that stuff to become the best physical version of yourself, that was the purpose of my podcast. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here. And again, the words of wisdom, you got to appreciate what you go through so you can grow through it. And that pain you're holding on to, eventually it's gonna be like looking over your shoulder and like, man, I miss you, but I gotta let you go. And then you move forward and then you learn from it and you're better for it. I'm gonna get out of here one last time. Like, subscribe, question or comment, leave it down below. I appreciate you joining me. Happy Easter. Hope you got to spend time with your kids, grandkids, your family, your parents, your sister, your brother, your cousins, your uncles, your nieces, your nephew, anyone I missed. I hope you had a great Easter. It goes in my category. I don't know. Christmas and Easter are kind of neck and neck. I really love Christmas. I love Easter, but I would probably have to say I'd go Christmas, Easter, New Year's, and Thanksgiving. Maybe that kind of order, but it is what it is. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Enjoy your Sunday afternoon. Again, I'm gonna give you a big flex. It always feels good to work out. It always feels good to run miles. And if you're never not sure about something, if your mind's working against you, you feel like you're grinding, go for a run. Go for a run. Go sweat it out. I've done every type of emotion you can do running. I've laughed running. I've cried running. I've solved my problems running. I've yelled at the world at running. I've almost lost my mind running. I've came to God with running. Every type of emotion you can possibly go through, I've done it through running. And once I'm done and I'm covered in sweat and I'm breathing heavy and I'm feeling good, I'm so glad I ran, took care of everything I was going through. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you joining me. Go enjoy your last few hours of Easter 2026. Steve Schamberger, the Running Sham. And as always, 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 bam, you got this.